I used to work for the arm of RCGG, it is for the Teens Church, and I discovered that they are always wasting data. So I felt like, okay, let me just, I hacked their Wi-Fi. And
You
this,
did what?
I hacked the Wi-Fi.
In a country where tech skills are not encouraged, I have with me a young, talented tech guru who is ready to share his side of life at Airmeout. I am your host, Midola, and I am excited, thrilled to embark on this beautiful journey of self-exploration, discovery, and talent exploration. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
How are you doing today?
I'm very well, thank you.
So can we meet you?
Okay, my name is Bamgboye, but I'm popularly known as Bamgboye Demilade Bamgboye. I am a teenage software developer. I'm 18, and I'm also a tech influencer, a teenage tech influencer.
Okay, so growing up, I think we are still growing though. So
Yeah.
let's start with this. How has your childhood experience been like?
Oh, okay. Is it when I started tech or my
No,
child in
just
general?
yeah. General.
Okay. The last born, I have a twin brother. So I happen to be the black sheep of the family. I hope you know what that means. So it basically means I'm different one in the family. So I have a twin brother who is a science student. I'm not a science student. Everybody in the family is science students, basically. So I'm not a science student. So I'm most times the different one in the family, the one that does everything different in every way possible. The way I eat, the way I talk, the way I dress, even academically, everything about me is different. So basically, my childhood was just based on different aspect of everybody.
Okay, so you said you have a twin brother.
Yeah, I do have a twin brother. His name is Blessing Bamgboye. He's a YouTube influencer and TikTok influencer.
Okay, so how has your experience been being an art student and everybody being a science student? How do you feel? Like, how does that make you feel?
Okay, I feel like it started when I was in I think my SS2. I was the press club president by that time. So I was always attending Jet Club meetings. Like, they were always saying, why would the president of a press club be in a Jet Club meeting? I started this, I had this passion for tech at a very young age. I was so like intrigued with it. Like, I wanted to, I felt like I've lost purpose. I've suddenly found purpose in tech. I just wanted to fulfill that purpose. So I felt like tech gave me a what's it called? A platform to express myself more. Though I had issues with my teachers, they took me to staff room and called the family meeting, and they were like speaking sense into my head that why am I going for art? Why did I pick science when I had interest in science stuff? But I told them that it was just it does not stop who I am and what I want to be. It's just a path I've come to realize in my life. So I started from age 14. I started coding from age 14. I had a friend who is currently late. His name is Adewale Oyemade. He started coding at a very young age too. He was just like me. So I found him coding one day and I was like, I asked him, bro, what are you doing? He was like, he's coding. He told me you can build WhatsApp, you can build the next Facebook if you are consistent with it. And it sparked up this interest in me, sparked up this passion in me that if he can do this, I can do this also. So I asked him, when will you be teaching me this stuff? He said, no problem, come to my house every Saturday and I'll be teaching you this stuff. And that was where it started from. I started learning HTML, the basic language for web development, and I started from there, and he was always tutoring me. Like every Saturday, I started learning the basics of web development. And unfortunately, a year after he died, he happens to be a sickle cell patient, and it was so painful because it was the only person that actually could understand the basic, understand who I am, what I wanted to be, what tech is to me, and what tech is to him also. So I feel like it was a very rough background track, but hopefully.
Okay, so is there anything that you feel like, okay, you want to do for this, your best friend, that you feel like, okay, if you are to win an award today, you want to dedicate it to this person, or there's this particular project you want to do and dedicate to him or something?
All right, regarding that, when he died, I realized that I had to continue the legacy. I had to pick up that legacy and continue, because I felt like if I had stopped tech or more, he would not be happy with me wherever he is. And I felt like, okay, every point in my life that I've been recognized, either speaking at the event or getting to share a project, I've always been dedicating to him. I've always been grateful to his family, because I feel like he was the major person that started that spark in my life that brought me to where I am today. So there's currently a project I'm working on, though it is not known to everybody, but hopefully next year I should be done with that and I'll be dedicating it to him.
So moving on, what sparked your interest in technology, and how did you start learning about it?
Okay, it started. My two brother is a science student, and we used to create basic toy with rator and battery. So we started from making light to touch with this bulb. This they call it Oditinepa. So this stuff then. So we used to use mic battery and that thing. So we used to have light issues at home that time. So we used to gather the batteries in church and go and create a lamp. So we did it like every corner of the house had its own lamp. So if you wake up in the night, you already know where it is and just on it and you were able to see what you are. So we started from there and started making big things, started making drones with Rito, started making helicopters. And it was so intriguing that it was I and my brother that were doing it. And my mom was like, you was doing okay, I'm about to Yoruba.
Yeah,
So
sure.
she said you was doing okay, or almost
Science.
science, well one shaking it. So I feel like I can do it. If someone in science can do that, it means I can do it also. So that was what sparked the whole interest in me. Then I discovered like something called coding, something called programming. Then my friend was teaching me, the person who's currently late, Adewale, and he was one that sparked up that interest. I used to every night I wake up in the night, go and take my mom's phone, use night surf to download videos, watch videos. The next morning she wake up, she like download it, like she knows that it is me already. So she comes for me and tells me that you started again, she beats me, blah blah blah, she chastises me and stuff like that. I was not still hearing. Like I was so adamant that see this thing, I will surely learn this thing. And it kept on going that she had no option that she has to get another phone and give her and my brother one phone. So I plead my brother that and Kenny, please, I want to let me learn programming. I'll install one particular app. You are allowed to do your stuff. So in the night I'll be using the phone. Then during the day you do what I want. So we made a deal that during the day the phone is for him, but in the night it's for me. So it was something that I was so consistent upon. Like I just wanted to start.
So you guys had to like split time.
Yeah, to use the phone
Morning.
because we're twins, so we had to share things together.
Understand
So
things.
I just had to just make that deal with him.
Okay, so is there any significant memory that you would like to recall on? Probably something you've done relating to tech that you just want to like talk about and all.
All right. I think the most significant memory was when I created my first game and it led to the breakthrough that I had my first laptop. It was my first software that I was putting out. I've always been building projects and keeping them on my phone. I used to work on my phone. Then I attended the Rubie technology bootcamp. What's it called? I was going one day and I saw they came to my area to canvas and I saw the leaflet on the floor. I picked it up and I saw the whole information. Go to the website rubiestech.com.ijokopere./ng and I saw it and I took it along with me. I used my mom's phone to register on behalf of her, and I registered in my name, and I totally forgot about the whole program. Then I came back from camp one day for convention, and they called my mom that, "Are you Miss Bamgboye? Your son registered for a program and he's yet to be here." My mom woke up, she knew it's always going to be me because I'm always the one doing the extra thing. So she came for me, they're like, "Oh God, they said you registered for a program and they said you're not here yet." I remember that, yes, and it was very close to my house. So I was not even feeling well that day. I had to just dress up and run to the program. When I got there, the man was there talking to me that, "Why am I late? I'm meant to be here early." I just had to just clear the man that, "I'm so sorry, sir. I'd forgotten about the program." And I went inside, and when I got there, I discovered that it was my first time because I'm not really this extrovert type of person. So it was my first time. I'm always confided in my own space. So I met a lot of people like me. They used to refer people that are into tech as nerds. But the thing is that I found nerds like me, and it was so like I felt like these are people like me now. I can connect with them, and it was easy for me to make friends in less than a week. And at the end of the boot camp, we were asked to create a game of our choice to show what we've learned so far in 1 week. And I created my first game. So this is a program, a particular game, tic-tac-toe. It's called Xano in Yoruba, Xan in Nigeria, Xano. So I created the game and I displayed it and I projected it and I won a laptop from Python Software Foundation, PSF. And at that point, okay, the day before, the morning, they told me my mom coming. I said I'm not sure. They said they want my mom to be here. I didn't know that there was something waiting for me at the end of the program. Then when they called out my name for the what's it called winner, I was so happy. My mom was like, she was so happy too because even when she was interviewed, she was like, she never believed that son could do something like this. Like she knew that she knows that her son is always up in the night doing something, but she never knew it was something related to tech, something like that. Then that was spark of the trust in her that she believes in me. From that day, she started sponsoring my data. She was encouraged, even if everybody is complaining that Tai is not doing anything at home, my mom is just there, leave him alone. No. It's special, I feel it. So it was something that sparked up the interest in the family that no, my brother has also be a means of inspiration. So the best memory I had then was just when I created my first game, and it was a simple game, but at that time it was a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you said you attended Rubie Tech.
Yeah.
What role did you play at Rubie Tech?
Okay, I when I was done with the bootcamp, I worked for them. Yeah, I was a code instructor. So I started teaching teenagers like me. I started teaching teens like me from age 13 upward to age 18. I started teaching them how to code with Python, with web development. It was I went out. We usually go to their school and teach them basics of web development, HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, and Python also. And it felt like I was giving back to the community. It was a means for me to do it. Though I was being paid though, but at the same time, it felt like I was giving back to the community. It felt like I was impacting life also. It was a moment for me to also impart knowledge to other people because they felt like they saw that I was very, very good with Python and like you can help other children to become better. So it has been a means of encouragement to give back to the community. So yeah.
So is it one experience that you feel like, okay, you are not proud of in tech, you are not proud of, but at the same time you are proud of doing them? Or you feel like, is there anything you've done that you know that, okay, this thing is silly, but you are proud of doing it?
Okay, the one silly thing I know, the silliest of all, I don't like to use that word. So it's when I used to work for the arm of RCGG. It is for the Teens Church. So the Teens Church is the arm for RCCG, and it's called Directorate of Teens and Children Education. So usually when we have a convention every year, the teens have their own church, they have their own system, like basically a church of its own. So I joined the tech team, and in the tech team, something happened. I noticed that they used to have numerous Wi-Fi system and Wi-Fi, and I discovered that they are always wasting data, like wasting data. They have too much to handle, and I feel like let me just help them because I had so much. I had a list of courses down from YouTube, and these videos are of size of 1 gig, 300 MB, 500 MB, and I do not have that data to afford. So I felt like okay, let me just I hacked their Wi-Fi. And
You did what?
I hacked the Wi-Fi. So instead of me to keep it to myself, the major reason I came to tech was to become a hacker, a cybersecurity expert. But at the same time, I diverted to software development. So I used to learn Linux, Kali Linux, pen testing, penetrating, all OS, what's it called, OS development, stuff like that. Sharp. So I was able to hack the Wi-Fi system. Instead of me to keep it to myself, I shared the password to everybody. So immediately someone opened TikTok, someone opened WhatsApp to do video call, someone was downloading videos. And what you know, we were 30 gig in less than 2 hours. And they discovered that their Wi-Fi was running out, and they asked who is behind this, and everybody pointed their finger at me. I feel like
You felt betrayed.
yeah, exactly. Like why is me like but I knew that I had to take responsibility for it, and I was going to be punished. I was really feel like, oh, I'm in trouble. What will I tell my mom at home? Then the next thing they told me that instead of punishing me, I will be the one to make sure that this, because when I was doing the process of hacking the explorer, there was no security, no firewall, no extra map security to protect the Wi-Fi system, and easily they can easily hack their systems, all laptops, all micro computers there, and they told me to you'll be the one in charge of, you'll be the tech lead, and that was how I became the tech lead for RCTC ICT department, and it was the silliest thing, but at the same time, I'm grateful it happened because it led to another door of opportunity for me. Yeah.
Okay, so how many minutes did it take you to hack?
Okay, it took me. I think it took me less than 10 minutes. I can't remember. I think less than 10 minutes. So this is a simple stuff. Like there's something called a brute force. So brute force runs possible passwords. Like when you run the program, like there's a database of password that is commonly used around the world. And once you run that program, it tries all the passwords. And when it tries, it can be like about 1 million passwords stored in a particular files, commonly used password. And when you run the program, the brute force, or what's it called, tries those passwords multiple times continuously, and eventually if one works, it's now what's it called, bring out the password for like this is the password. So that was how I was able to hack their Wi-Fi system, and it took me less than 10 minutes.
So growing up, what was that one thing you felt like, okay, I want to become this person, before you discover that let me just go into tech? It's a cool thing.
Okay, I've always wanted to become a lawyer. Like I started reading constitution from secondary school. I started like at home. Anytime they want to bully me, I was like the section, this or so section. I always go to the constitution. Nah, you can't bully me. So I always wanted to become a lawyer because I used to be very reserved. I used to be very gentle. So people used to ride me a lot, used to bully me a lot, boss me around. And I felt like the only way to protect myself was the
Becoming a
law.
lawyer.
So I just felt like, nah, I want to go for law. And I found tech, and tech happens to be my passion, my purpose, and that would diverted your attention.
So you moved from thinking of becoming a lawyer to a tech guru.
Yeah.
Ask people's Wi-Fi. Quote me, ask people's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I've actually stopped though.
So moving forward, can you tell me that project or that one thing that you feel like in the nearest future, I want to do this, I want to like embark on this journey of tech and all?
All right. There's one thing I've always wanted to do. Like, when I become a big tech person, I want to give back to the community. I believe that most especially people that don't have teenagers that don't have support from their family, or based on the fact that they don't have support because they don't have a science background, a computer science background. I just want to give back to the community. I want to help so many. I feel like Nigeria has a lot of talent. A lot of talent. We have the biggest tech influencer in Africa, Axotan, is from Nigeria. Even one of the biggest female tech personality, Adora, she's from Microsoft, and she's a big person. I feel like there are a lot of you have potentials in Nigeria, and I want, especially most of our teenagers. I feel like we have abilities, we can do things. So I feel like I want to, when I become a very very big tech person, I want to give back to the community. I want to sponsor teenagers. I want to most especially teenagers. I want to sponsor kids to go to school and stuff like that. And also, I want to build softwares. Like, I have a list of softwares that I need to build, but I need the teams, I need the finances, yeah, the funds, I need investors. So this thing will not only be a beneficiary to me, but to everybody as a whole. So yeah, there are a list of things I need to do when I become a big tech person.
So how do you overcome like people saying, "Oh, this guy is an art student. How did he end up becoming a tech guy? Or is he really confused? Or does he even know what he wants?" Because leaving art into tech, it's a long road.
Yeah, I get that a lot actually, because I want to apply for a job and they disqualify me because of, number one, I don't have a CS background, that's computer science background, and I'm a teenager. And I feel like they were a bit biased because you didn't get to see what I can do first before you rejected me. So I believe that how do I handle it actually? So once you come and I feel like most people I meet are most times impressed that if someone with a no CS background can do this, then tell me anybody can do anything. So I feel like, but though I've been chastised, I've been rejected most times because we're like, you can't do it, you don't have a CS background, then we don't believe you can do it. So I feel like there's this how I put it, there's this unbiased ideology in people that don't have a computer science background or anything related to science background are not capable of being a software developer. But no, even people that I've met people that are not even have, they don't have a CS background that are way better than people who do have a CS background. So I feel like that ideology needs to be erased for us to understand and realize our full potential.
Okay, so what do you study in the university?
Okay, currently I'm in my second year in university and I'm studying international relations and diplomacy, and I'm majoring in international law. Now I did that because I wanted to study law before. Now I'm challenging my energy to international law. So can I see what international relations is? So
Yeah, sure.
so it's basically all about diplomats, and the example we have ambassadors. So most times when there's a two or more countries need to interact, they bring out representatives, and that's an ambassador, or how will I put it, an envoy that will be a mouthpiece of that country and that country. So yeah, I'm majoring in international law. Now what international majorly does that when we what's it called? We're dealing with laws that affect other countries. Now, for example, now if UK decides that they want only 10% of Nigeria immigrants to their country, now that's an international law that anybody that they only accept 10%. Now, as a diplomat, we are able to negotiate law or that enact that, oh please, we want you to increase it to like 15% or 10%, and in return we'll give you a free trade barrier. We'll remove the trade barrier in between the two countries. So it is more about negotiating, more about creating deals or bargain deals together.
Okay, so how do you now relate international relations and diplomacy to tech?
All right. I feel like the world is evolving, and we are in the era of AI, machine learning. So I feel like we sometimes, okay, when it comes to war, like for example, let me use instance. Let's say Israel and Palestine now. If Israel and Palestine want to negotiate on different terms, they don't need to. Most times, they don't even need to. Though there is e-diplomacy, that's electronic diplomacy, but at the same time, it is not, e-diplomacy is not common among countries because they prefer the traditional diplomacy whereby they have a conference, and each the members or leaders of that country meet in a point. And most times it is not always advisable because at some point they can be ambushed and it can cause disaster. So most times you can implement AI that can predict countries' reaction to certain laws, certain actions. For example, now between AI and between Palestine and Israel, they can predict their wars even before it happens. They can predict the actions. What if, okay, if we what's it called? If we destroy if we take, okay, Ukraine from Russia, will it create a war? Because we're able to predict that even ahead, even before it happens. So with tech, we can actually create AI. We can create machine learning. We can train machine learning models that they can able to predict. They can able to even help us to implement good laws that can be beneficial to everybody, even if we are not of the same race or the same background.
So I feel, I don't know. Will I say I'm not smart, or I am smart, but I'm not as smart as you are? Because sometimes I just wonder, how do you like go to school, attend classes, try and balance it up with your social life and also with tech, like those three things? How do you
Now,
navigate around
I
them?
feel like everybody's smart. You just need to understand. You just need to know
Belong.
you love the most. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because you don't met my family before. I feel like I'm the least smartest person in my family because I feel like I'm the least. Because I used to have this particular issue when I was in primary school. Then I remember I used to be in same class, and my brother is always top in the class, and I'm not even closest to the third position or fourth position, and it was a issue for me because I felt like I was not up to my brother. I feel like my brother was my role model. Like I was really proud of my brother. Like he's my twin brother. He's top in the class, even down to senior secondary school. I was always top in his class. Though I was the best student in my school, like my final year in secondary school. Though, but at the same time, it was like I was nowhere smart with my brother. Like my brother was always, even my family. I said I was black sheep, so my things were always different. I was not even smart. So when people tell me that you are smart, I tell them I'm only tech smart. Though in my academics, I make sure. My mom used to tell me that in everything you do, make sure you have your certificate. Make sure you have your degree. So even when I'm in school, times I'm supposed to be studying, I know whatever I'll put it aside. I'm always studying. I can be coding for like the first month of resumption, but when it gets to like middle of semester and I have exams and tests, I'm dropping it. Or sometimes during the day I'm always going to classes, going to the library to study, but in the night I put that time for tech, learn a new tech stack, learn a new tech ideology or terminology, and that's where I balance tech with. People tell you that it's not possible. Let me tell you, empathy is very, very possible. You just need to understand. You just need to prioritize your what's it called? Your, how will I put it? Your things. Let me use the word things. Prioritize your things and don't give one much time than the other, or else you lose in one part and gain in the other part. It might be that your academic might suffer for your advancement in tech. So you have to balance the whole thing together.
Okay, so what are your advice for young tech gurus like you, or upcoming tech guys like you?
All right, I'm not big. I'm not a big person. Even when people see me out and like, I know the girl that spoke in Python. I'm not big. I'm not even a celebrity. I don't want to be a celebrity because I feel like when you say a celebrity, you have a restricted lifestyle. There are things you get to post online, things you don't get to talk online. So for a tech person out there like me, please, please, please don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your dreams. And please, it is important that you put God first. Even I don't care what you call me. I mean, spirit coco. Yes, I am spirit coco. I feel like God is the should be the there should be a G factor in your career. A G factor. There's a time that God will be the one that will orchestrate things. There are times that you need God to. Sometimes the world will be against you, but God will be for you. So you need to put a G factor and also be consistent. Tech is something that it evolves every day. Okay, for instance, I built a software recently, and I built it on Django 4. Yeah, Django. I think it was Django 4. Yeah, Django 4. And Django updated their software, and when I ran the old software, it was giving me a lot of errors, and that was because I built software, I think a month ago, or 2 months ago. And when I ran the old software, it was giving me bug. And that happens because I was not up to date. As me, I kept learning. I kept what's it called the tech world is evolving every day, evolving. You need to keep up to date. And please, um, I don't know, find someone you can be accountable to, either a mentor. Most people pick celebrities as mentor, but me, yes, Act Sultan is a big person. Adora is a big person. Who else? There are a lot of big persons. Samson Godi, Samson Godi is a big person, but pick someone that you can reach out to. You don't need to write an email. You don't need to write a letter to speak to. Someone that is easier to say that once you send a iMessage on WhatsApp, he respond to you. I have somebody like that, Mr. Samuel Basa. God bless you so much. Anytime I'm having issue with tech, I'll enter his DM, sir. I got a gig and I don't know if I should go for it because this person is looking like a scammer. And he will tell me, okay, do this, and find it I will able to overcome that. To have someone you are accountable to. It might even be someone of your age mate, but make sure that person is of higher knowledge, has experience than you do. And also, I said also have a good relationship with God. It's very important. And also have someone that no matter what, even if the whole world is against you, that person stands for you. That person is my brother, my twin brother. Kenny is always there, always, even from day one, even when nobody believed that I had potential. Kenny was there. It was even sometimes that I built this project and to be so nice to share to the world. I'll be like, no, I'm this introvert type of person. I don't share this on social media. It'll be like, guy, push yourself out to the world. Let people know you. Now have someone like that, someone that will want the best for you. It's very, very important. And also the tech journey is a gradual stuff. It's not a sudden stuff. It's not like Yahoo that you get money in less than a week. It can take like 6 months. It can take like a year. It can take more than a year. Just be patient. Keep on building. Consistency is the key.
Not wanting the celebrity lifestyle. You
Yeah.
don't want to, like, you don't want people to like poke nosing,
Yeah.
trying to know what you are doing and all. Why?
Yeah, I have this popular slang I say, just live a comfortable lifestyle and go to the universe. I'm someone that social media doesn't. I feel like everybody come on social media and live a different life. If I want to be on social media, I want to live a real life. I want to live a true life. I don't want to live a fake life. Now, people most times they want to live life that they cannot afford on social media. I'm someone that I can post something that does not even show that I'm wealthy. That's just me. And social media, I feel like social media is a lot for me to handle because people are always monitoring, like always waiting for your downfall. Like always, I feel
Looking
like
for your mistakes.
exactly
and
looking for your.
all.
There's one time I made a tweet on what's it called on Twitter,
Twitter.
and it was not even regarding the tech. It was about a comedian, a popular tech comedian, twice, and he made a funny video on YouTube. I'm a fan of YouTube, so I used to go online to what's it called watch videos, and I saw a particular video, and I loved the video, and I went online to tweet that twice. I love your video, keep it up, blah 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 blah, and I sent the tweet. And next, he saw the video and reposted it, the tweet and posted it, and someone commented and like, there's a protest and you are talking about a YouTube
Video.
video. I was like, what is my business with protest? I just came online to post something I love. So I feel like social media is not for me. I can't handle the yabbing, the
Negativity.
dragging. I can't do it. The worst I can do is just talk to you back. Something like
So
that.
are you saying you are not emotionally strong for dramas?
Yeah, I'm always running from troubles, right from young age. I'm always running from troubles. I don't like trouble. So I feel like anything that can make and put me into trouble, let me just avoid it. Social media will not kill my career, it will not kill my journey as a believer, it will not kill my journey as a person. So I feel like if social media will just be the hindrance to my prosperity, then let it just be. Though there are sometimes I need to be online, like apps like LinkedIn, I need to be active on LinkedIn. Twitter, I'm always active sometimes. Maybe there's a job referral, something like that. But I don't want to live a celebrity lifestyle. That's just it. I don't want to live a celebrity. It's
So
not for me.
what social media handle do you use the most?
Okay, the one I used the most was the one I used the most was Facebook. Then I discovered I had 1.5 followers on Facebook, and I didn't even realize I got there. When I opened it a few days ago, I discovered that they added 100 followers. I was like, you guys still follow me even though I don't post anything on Facebook. So the one I use mostly right now is Twitter and LinkedIn. That's because I need to get a job. I need to fend for myself. But I used to be, I am in tech influencer. I love influencing tech among teenagers because it is one of the ways to keep them teenagers going. Because I think one of the people that inspired me the most is a colleague of mine, Clinton Maro. He's a year older than me, but he has always inspired me. So anytime he comes online and tweet about a particular issue he's having, it's a bug or something, it inspires me that if Clinton can do this, I can do that. So that's what I'm doing in return. So I think the app I use the most is just LinkedIn and Twitter.
Okay, so how many followers do you have on Twitter?
On Twitter, I think last time I checked it was about 620, but I think most of my followers are on Facebook and LinkedIn.
Okay. So if you are to make an innovation or create a trend on Twitter or YouTube or this thing, what would it be on tech?
Okay, if I should create a trend, I thought of one recently. That would be your tech journey then, how it started and now. I think that one will trend a lot because if I just share a picture of when I used to code, it's good. You will first laugh, but all the same, I'm not big yet. I'm not saying I'm big yet, but
Yeah, but yeah.
the 2 years ago I was not as better as I was then. So I feel like if I share a video of me coding 2 years ago, let me not even say 2 years ago. Let me say like a year ago when I was in school coding in my hostel. A year ago, then I feel like it will really trend because people really like it and want to repost and do their own.
Okay. I feel like, okay, if you had to do a trade, let me give you a trade. Let me give you
Alright.
like, yeah. Me at age 5 thinking of becoming a lawyer, and me at age now a tech guru, something like that.
I think that one too will trend because I've always wanted, like, sometimes I even act like this. I think at one point I used to call me the law at home, the law, like law. Even in school self, it's called me like a lawyer then.
You
So
give them quotes.
yeah, but now
Constitution.
I'm sorry, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. I saw I supported you guys, but I think that I found purpose in tech. I'm so sorry. I'm not saying tech is way fun than law. I've not been a lawyer before. I've not worked as a lawyer before. I feel like tech is purpose to me. It's something I really enjoy doing. Something that gives me so much joy. Even if I'm having bugs, I'm having a terrible day solving bugs. But at the same time, there's this joy in me that I'm a tech person. I'm a tech personality. Yeah.
So what program or tech do you find passionate? Programming language.
Okay,
sorry.
yeah. I'm a big fan of Python because Python they were the major people that helped my career. My first laptop was from Python Software Foundation. I'm even surprised that it's a national company and they picked interest in a guy in Nigeria, and not even a good place in Nigeria, Ogun State, and a very village in Nigeria. So I feel like it's a very huge thing for me to experience because I feel like I've always been a huge fan of influencing Python programming language. Even people still tell me that even according to the word charts, I think Python and JavaScript are still dragging the whole thing. But I feel like Python is way useful. You can use for AI, for machine learning, for data science, data engineering, data analysis, software development, backend engineering, a lot. Yeah.
So how do you now approach problem solving in the tech in programming projects?
Okay, the thing is that I'm not really a business person, but I've been reading a lot of things, articles and books lately. So once I want to solve a particular problem, because let's say for instance, I want to solve the problem of election. Now I want to bring an app that does e-voting. Now I'll look for how this app or this program I'm solving will benefit both the government and the people and even myself. So I place the whole idea on a table and scale it on a scale. Like what will be the what's it called? What will be the level or percentage of damage if this thing fails? What will be the profit if it succeeds? So that's the way I approach problem. And also technically, I feel like once I want to start a project, I'm always doing thorough research. I feel like if OpenAI should do a what's it called, a chart of their most used that users that use their software the most, I'll be one of them because there's not day that passes by without using AI, because I feel like I'm always making research about this. What if I implement a particular logic in a code? How will it turn out to be like? So I feel like that's the way I approach problem. I'm always breaking them into pieces, then look at and weigh the whole process. If it succeeds, what will be the amountage? What will be this amount of damage? If it succeeds, if it what's it called? If it fails, what will be the amount of damage? If it succeeds, what will be the amount of progress and benefits from it? So yeah, that's where I approach problem basically.
Okay, so is there a point whereby you feel like, okay, you want to relax or you want to like ghost off programming and just feel relaxed and come back? What's that one thing you do or that one person you run to feel relaxed and all?
Okay, the one person I run to aside from my brother is a friend of mine, and she's a female. I'm even thinking that she's most times my social media person that always getting the whole thing. But if I'm staying away from coding, if I'm taking a break from coding, I'm most times watching K-drama. I don't know. You can criticize me for
Watching
for
K-drama.
being a guy, but I feel like it's something I like watching. I don't know. You can chastise me for that, but I feel like I like K-dramas, and the fact I like K-dramas is because not because of their love. I most times watch business related movies of K-dramas. I watch business tech. I watch Anthony. Like I like the law, so I like law movies. I like watching crime also, murder stuff like that. Yeah. So if I'm not coding, if I'm away from, if I want to take a break from tech, then I'm either working on I'm either with somebody, spending time with somebody, or watching movies.
Somebody like
Someone like my friend.
you.
I said she's a friend of mine. She's a friend of mine, so so she's a friend of mine, and she's always the one that has always been easing the burden away from me.
Okay. Okay. So I wanted to ask, when you said you love K-dramas, I wanted to ask if you are the love kind of person, but when you already said that you love crimes and law,
I'm not this type of person that follows. I don't know these BTS people. I'm not the type of person that goes to the extreme of being a toxic fan. I can't do that. I just watch your thing because it's what's it called? It has been beneficial to me, and it's something that I feel like I'm seeing a different picture than other people watching just a mere movie. I see a new idea. Even so, there was time I discovered I can add a particular logic to a software based on a particular incident that happened in a movie, and I was able to solve that problem with that particular movie. So I feel like I'm not really a diehard fan. I'm not a diehard fan. I just watch a movie because I like it and it gives me a lot of pleasure and relax stress off me.
Okay, so what are your long-term goals and aspirations in the tech industry?
All right, I want to be a big tech person, actually. I want to be a big tech person, a very big tech person, even if not the world, but the continent at large. I want to be someone that has always been a great sponsor of any tech community that regards the teenage aspect. One day I want to become a tech founder, a tech company founder. I want to become I want to be recognized. I want to speak at conferences. I feel like I've suddenly found interest in tech conferencing. So I feel like I want to go into speaking at tech events, TED Talk, stuff like that. Yeah. So those are my long-term goals. And also, I want to give back to communities that have helped me. For instance, Rubie's Technology, they've been a great blessing to me. God bless you, Mr. Amy, and God bless you, Rubie's Technology. I feel like I want to give back because I feel like Rubie's Technology is like if you want your kids to have a solid foundation in a tech career, just take them there. This is not an advert though. I'm saying it based on experience. I'm a product of Rubie's Technology. Just take them there. Like it's like project-based learning. At the end of each lesson your children have with them, they give them a problem to solve. And it does not make them just a mere programmer, it makes them a problem solver. Like it makes them someone who can solve problem someone who can contribute to the community. And I think at the end of my last project with Use Technology was cloning what's it called? Instagram with Python. And it was a project that they were amused. But at the same time it was not based on I didn't clone it because I wanted them to give me accolades, but because I feel like I can build something better than Instagram. That was the whole idea of it. So I can build something. That was the reason why I cloned Instagram was because I can build something better than Instagram. That was the whole idea of cloning Instagram. So they give your children this perception that they can become a better person, they can become a problem solver, they can become a tech mastermind behind the whole world problem and stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, please, I would like to give back to youth technology and also Python software foundation. I would like to contribute to the continual progress of developing Python. Yeah.
Okay, so you said something about not liking a celebrity lifestyle.
Yeah.
And you also made statement of getting known. So in your own way, what do you understand by
I feel like
not being the celebrity and getting known? It's still the
okay,
same thing.
I feel like there's a difference between, I feel like my own ideology, my perception is that there's a difference between me being an influencer and being a celebrity. Celebrities are someone that are always on TV every time. They're always on what's it called? Instagram every time. They're always doing one thing or the other that people want to watch. I feel like me, I'm just doing my own just to influence people's life for good. Just to celebrities are most time careful what they post online, careful. It doesn't mean that I have to post something on social media, no. But I feel like people are always waiting for their downfall, waiting for that particular mistake and then use it as an instrument to attack them. But me personally, I just want to live my life the way it is. I want to be I want to be comfortable around people. Even I don't want to live a double-sided life. I want the way I am in physical, that's the way you see me online. The way I am in person to you, same way you see me online. So I feel like celebrity lifestyle is not for me. I can't handle it. I feel like the whole celebrity lifestyle is not for me. Yeah. But maybe later on in the future, I might consider being a celebrity. But right now, nah.
Have you ever been in a situation whereby you just stepped out of your house, probably putting on a casual dress or a casual wear, and somebody just say, "Oh, I know you."
Yeah, I think it happened.
And you felt kind of.
Yeah, this idea of people people think I'm a big person, but I'm not a big person. I'm just a normal senior like you. I think one time I met a particular guy and was like, I know you very well, and I'm someone that I don't post my personal life on social media. If you go to Instagram, I have just like 4 posts on Instagram. I don't. It's just me. I feel like I was like, I know you very well. You have a twin brother. You're like a YouTube influencer, a TikTok influencer also. Yeah, this tech girl I recently spoke at the tech event, international tech event. I was like, how do you know me? He was like, you're on Instagram. Like, I don't post on Instagram. How do you know me? He was like, I know you. I just know you. I was like, wow. I feel like I'm nobody. I'm just a normal teenager like you. So I was like, even though they requested for a picture, but at the same time I feel like like sometimes you have to go outside with the face masks, stuff like that. So I feel like it is not really like that's one of the advantages of being a celebrity. You can't move outside freely. I've seen a lot of celebrities that even out. I think there was one time my mom and I saw a celebrity at a government office and she had to wear face masks. We knew she was the one because we used to watch her movie back to back, so we knew her physique.
Yeah.
So even when she was wearing a face mask, we knew she was the one. So I feel like even outside, you cannot feel outside. People are always like, anytime you see outside, like they're always disturbing your privacy. So I feel like celebrity lifestyle is not for me. But outside, when you see me, I will surely reciprocate the love and the energy and thank you for your interest in me, and also take a picture with you if you want.
So I'll just have it on my Instagram that I have a tech guru with me. Hi guys. So to round it up, is there anybody you just wish to say thank you to, or you just want to say one or two to that person and make them feel special? Or
all right, I'd like to say this to the family of the Oyemade. They are the parent of the family of the guy that brought me to tech, Wale Adewale, who is recently late. He's late now. Now, I want to thank you so much for having such a wonderful kid. Even Wale has always been a pain in the ass for WhatsApp. He has always been trying to work WhatsApp, and WhatsApp was basically like my mentor because I learned all this hacking stuff from him. So I feel like he was always ready. Like I can't remember the number of times that WhatsApp has always kicked him out of that software. They've always kicked him out numerous times. Once they call like this is where this is using this particular number to hack their software, they will block their number. You go and register on that SIM and try the same process. So I feel like Wale has always been a wonderful kid. Like even in school, they know him as a tech person, a tech guru. I want to thank you so much for having such a wonderful kid, and I believe that I will make sure that Wale's legacy lives on. I will carry on that legacy of being of that ideology that everybody can come to tech, and no matter your background, no matter your race, your upbringing, your perception about life, everybody can go into tech. And also my parents, my family, I love you so much. Mom, I love you so much. Cypher, Beauty, and Kenny, I love you guys so much. And to my friends, my wonderful friend, Temiloluwa, Munachi, thank you very much for your continual support. Even my number one fan, this is what I've always been, even when I got my first tech invite, my tech I'm going to speak name. They were like, bro, you're going to be on TV. You're like, bro, calm down. Like they were so happy. They were,
you home.
yeah, exactly. They feel like, oh my, these people have been waiting for this opportunity. They've been waiting for it. I feel like these people want the best for me. Thank you so much, Temi. I'm Mr. Sam, my amiable mentor. Thank you so much. God bless you so much. God bless you so much. You've always been wonderful. Like each time I enter your DM, even if I enter your DM 12 a.m. in the midnight, you respond to me. Immediately see the message. God bless you, sir. Thank you for your help. I'm Mr. B, CEO of Rubie's Technology. God bless you, man. And to the whole team, Rubie's Technology, God bless you. And my guy, actually, Daniel, I love you so much. I love you. No, I love you so much. People used to call us the tech twins, but I know God is taking us places. God bless you. And who else? My guys, Eniola Kolade, thank you so much for your support.
Have a lot of people
I have a lot. God has created men for me, brothers, people that will help me. So when I was praying to God for money, you were like, you don't need money, you need people that can help you. So these are people He has brought to me. God bless you guys so much.
Okay, so one way or the other, I think I'll go and learn tech. Probably I'll be smart enough to like cope, but we'll try again. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.
So before you leave, can we get to know your IG handle, your Twitter?
All right. Okay. On my I made sure that I have at least a common username for my social media. So for Facebook and Instagram, you can just type Bamgboye Demilade. But for username, you can just type @IamAgbakoda. Then there's a so okay, let me go again. On Twitter, it is the username is @IamAgba. Then there's an underscore, then Koda. But you can just type the Teenage Tech Billionaire. You can see it there. Then you get
Teenage
the Tech Billionaire. So
what brought that?
No, I feel like I'm prophesying to my life. It's a prophetic stuff. So it's going to be something like 2 years back, 3 years back, I'll always come back and say that I knew that in 3 years time I'll become someone great. So on Facebook it's just Oluwademilade Bamgboye. On what's it called? The Instagram username is Dilade Bamgboye, and LinkedIn is just Favor Bamgboye.
Okay, so I hope one way or the other, our parents, our siblings, daddy, mommy, and everybody, and those that don't really believe that tech is something, I hope one way or the other you've learned that tech can actually drive a child's career to the top. So please, one way or the other, let's encourage our children to do better, to do good things for our country. Thank you so much for watching
this
episode. We love you. Bye.
Yeah, bye. Hi everyone, my name is Oluwademilade Bamgboye, and just said my side of life. And here is my tongue twister. 10 talented tech teens tirelessly tackling tricky coding tasks. 10 talented tech teens tirelessly tackling tricky coding tasks. 10 talented tech teens tirelessly tackling tricky coding tasks. 10 talented tech teens tirelessly tackling tricky coding tasks. 10 talented tech teens tirelessly tackling tricky coding tasks. 10 talented tech teens tirelessly tackling tricky coding tasks. 10 talented tech teens tirelessly tackling tricky coding tasks. 10 talented tech teens tirelessly tackling tricky coding tasks.